Well, hello there and good day. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Jesse Pohlman. I'm a science fiction fantasy author from Long Island, New York. I have a book called Lockhardt's Rebellion. It is out now as this video goes live. It should be out. It's definitely going to be out on itch. It should be coming out, if it's not already through the system on Amazon, it should be coming out today, May 22nd, at some point on Amazon. It'll be in physical print, and it'll be on Kindle. And it's also, like I said, on itch. There are links in the description if this interests you. This being a little snippet of the prologue that I'm going to read for you and hopefully not mess up too bad. Before I do, just some credits. Credit to John Adamus for writing coaching during the process. Credit to Justine Manzano for, I believe it's developmental and line editing. And then front cover by Remy Davis. Back cover by Cecilia Ivy Price. And yeah, so I'm just going to read. You're going to read along. I'm going to highlight as I go. And we're going to try not to mess this up too many times. I will try not to mess this up too many times. He wasn't here to sin. May my faith guide me true, prayed the cloaked figure. He stood a city block away from the museum on a street called Faith Drive in the Principality's capital city of Savior's Flight. It was a city named for Shang Li's signature miracle, genuine, authentic flight. Their most sacred savior didn't rely on perfidious arcane power to do so. He did so solely by the grace of the gods he served. That was what all the religious dogma and doctrine said. Naturally, those texts have been tampered with by flawed priests and power-crazed monarchs, he considered, adjusting his green tunic as he gave his plan one final assessment. He took one last look around. As far as museums went, the Prescient Museum of History was a run-of-the-mill example from its namesake principality. It had all of the hallmarks of a cathedral of knowledge, from the steeples to the security, from the documents on display to the permanent exhibits on the relics of those who followed the faith of their principality's savior incarnate, Shang Li. The museum was meant to whip a worshiper into a placid frenzy of belief, a gentle simmer that never overflowed its vessel. Given the age and, for his purposes, authenticity of the artifacts in question, it was almost a sin to cause harm to the procession of it all. If he wasn't compelled by a higher power, he would never have dared. By the grace of the gods, by Shang Li's will, I will be unknown, he pleaded. Then he stepped out and waved at a stranger. He yelled even. The passerby didn't notice him. The last thing he needed were witnesses. Truly I am blessed, he mused. But I must not let my blessings overcome my mind, lest I falter. Drawing in a deep breath, he wove his willpower into a prayer, wishing for the fleetest of feet. He leapt skyward to land on the roof of the building he was next to. Further work strengthened his limbs for the next springboard, onto the museum's rooftop. Of course, he'd have to be quiet upon landing. His aura, a golden-colored shimmer of light confirming the purity of his prayer, canceled out his impact as if there were nothing there. And he landed behind one of 3 roof-access stairwells. So far, so good, he mused. But this was the easy part. So yeah, one little line flub, not too bad. I hope that interests you. If it did, like I said, links in the description. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day.